Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be doing a Warped Tour survival guide, kind of like a remake because I have grown since the last one and I have been requested like no other to redo this video with kind of like updated information. I've been to my fair share of Warped Tours. And I know a lot of people have never been before and are going for the first time because Warped Tour has kicked off. I'm a little bit late on posting this video, but I've just been so busy, and at least I think Warped Tour has only been going on for like 2 or 3 days, maybe a week, I don't know. But so yeah, I'm just going to share a bunch of my knowledge. I've been to a lot of Warped Tours and I've made a lot of mistakes, so I'm going to share all of my tips, what to bring and what to wear with you guys, so hopefully it'll help you guys out. So the first category I'm going to talk about is what to wear. This is so important because you're going to be outside in the heat from about 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and I know here the sun doesn't even set until about 9 p.m. So it's really important to be dressed for the weather. My first tip is to wear minimal clothing when you go there, like shorts and a bikini top or shorts and like a crop top, because chances are you're going to be buying shirts there and like the less that you have to carry the better. What I do is I go like wearing a bikini top or like a bralette and then I buy a shirt and I put it over so I don't have to carry it. That's like, I don't know, that's what I always do to like any concert or like music fest that I go to ever. The next thing is comfortable shoes are so important. You would not want to be walking around all day and like flip-flops especially, or sandals, because people will step on your feet if like you go and listen to any bands because it's cramped, especially if you are at the barricade. Along with the clothing, make sure it is something that is very comfortable, not something that will annoy you or like discomfort you the entire day. A lot of these tips are me personal, like my opinion, so if you don't necessarily agree with anything, please don't yell at me, but this is just from my experience. Okay, so septum clickers, I would leave those at home. Like, coming from my personal experience, when it gets really hot, my septum, if it like rubs on other stuff, it like gets really irritated and I like sniffle a lot, and it can even leave my nose like a little bit raw. And not to mention, septum clickers are really easy to get caught and stuff if you decide to go into the pit or up to the barricade. They can be very dangerous and I don't want anyone's septum to get ripped out. So if you're going to wear a septum ring, I suggest wearing the horseshoe one because those are they're comfortable to wear in your nose and they don't necessarily get caught on a lot of stuff. Along with jewelry, try to keep all accessories down to a minimum. You don't want to be walking around with like a bunch of necklaces and like dangly like earrings and like just like, it's gonna be so hot and you really don't want like the extra weight or to get caught on a random stranger. Like, I just don't accessorize too much. Okay, so if you have stretched ears, I suggest wearing plugs that have a double flare and ones that are cheap and comfortable just in case they do fall out. Usually with double flare, they don't have a high of a chance of falling out as like one like flare with like the 2 O-rings. But I would definitely recommend taking your plugs out if you're going to go into the pit, just so that you don't lose them. I also don't recommend stone plugs or glass plugs because they could fall out and shatter, and if you can even find it after it falls out. The last thing that you should wear, or in my opinion, is sunglasses. Your eyeballs need protection. It's going to be hot and you're going to be outside in the sun all day, and not wearing sunglasses causes premature eye wrinkles. Okay, so moving on to what to bring. This list is very long because I like to overpack for things. You don't have to, again, follow my directions exactly, but this is just what works best for me in my experience. The first and most important thing to bring to Warped Tour is sunscreen. I recommend an SPF at least of 30, and the sport kind works the best for me because it is for people that are going to be constantly sweating, which you're going to be doing, and you're going to be out for the sun. Reapply often. No one wants a Warped Tour tan. So the next thing that you should bring is definitely a backpack or a large purse. I do not recommend drawstring bags because when they start to get heavy with all the stuff that you're gonna buy, they like cinch up and get really heavy and start to like dig into your shoulders, and it's really uncomfortable, and I don't want anyone to have to deal with that. So I would definitely recommend like a JanSport bag or like a messenger bag, like a crossbody bag that's large enough to fit like a couple shirts. The next thing is for all of us ladies, if you're going to be wearing makeup, I definitely suggest like bringing a makeup setting spray with you so you can just kind of mist your face throughout the entire day, and a powder just to keep you like matte. But also bring makeup wipes just in case like you decide that like fuck it, I don't need makeup anymore. And also just in case if anything like happens, like if your like lipstick gets all over your face, or like someone's having like a makeup emergency, you can just like whip out like a makeup wipe from your purse and you can be someone's savior. The next thing is, again, not completely necessary but good to have, is hand sanitizer. Outside is really dirty. They don't have soap in the like porta potties that they have at Warped Tour, especially if you're going to be eating. Like you kind of want your hands to be clean and not like super sweaty, and like with other people's sweat, as well as like sunscreen. I don't know, there's so much stuff that you can get on your hands at Warped Tour. I would just bring some hand sanitizers just in case. The next thing is a refillable water bottle, or just like a plastic water bottle, but refillable ones are chill too. They do have a refill station at Warped Tour where you can fill up your water bottles, so that's why I suggest to bring your own refillable one and save some plastic bottles. The next thing is snacks. Always bring snacks, like healthy snacks like granola and like protein bars and trail mix, just to like keep your blood sugar up and like good, because you're gonna get really hungry, and if you don't eat anything you can definitely get heat stroke and pass out, and then it would like ruin your entire Warped Tour day, which isn't very fun. So the food at Warped Tour is very expensive and not very healthy either, and especially if you have food allergies, they might not be able to accommodate you, so I would just definitely bring some of like your own. The next thing that you should bring is money, just in case anything should happen. You should always have at least some money. Also to buy merch, because why would you go to Warped Tour if you can't buy all of your favorite band's merch? And also for water, just in case you do need water like right then and right there. It's always good to have money and not need it than need money and not have it. The next thing that you should bring are Sharpies, or just one Sharpie, just in case you happen to run into your favorite band member and you're like, and then you're like, I have a Sharpie, everything is okay. The next thing is a towel or multiple towels for your car, because at Warped Tour they do have slides and other kind of water activities, and you're going to be sweaty and sunscreeny, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to ruin my seats of my car, so I would just bring a couple towels so you can dry off and like set them down. And anyways, it's hot as fuck in Arizona, so you can also use the towel to like cover the steering wheel as you drive home, so you don't give yourself like third-degree burns. The next thing is deodorant. I have like OCD about like smelling bad, so I always bring like a mini sized deodorant with me just in case me or anyone else needs it. The next thing is a portable phone charger, because it is so hot outside that it's guaranteed that your phone is going to die, especially if you have an iPhone. And you'll want to be like taking pictures and like texting people, and like of course you want to have your phone for like when you drive home, just in case anything happens or whatever. Just bring a portable charger, and use it sparingly, because that would suck if your portable charger died and you didn't have a portable charger to charge that portable charger. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that you should bring is a just Ziploc bag, probably like the 1 gallon sized or whatever, to put any like money or anything else that you don't want to get wet, like set lists or something, because there is water at Warped Tour and you do get really sweaty, so it'd be easier to slide it into a bag to make sure it's like super protected. The last thing on my list is a camera. I know on the website it says no professional cameras, but the last couple years that I went, a lot of people brought them in. I recommend just putting them at the bottom of your bag, because like they don't really look around your bag too much. They just like open it, like look down, and then they're like, okay, good enough. So yeah. Okay, so now we're moving on to the last section of this video, and it's going to just be like random assorted tips that I have. So the first thing is tie your hair in a bun if you have long hair, because no one wants to fucking eat your hair. Like, I cannot stand it when I'm in front of a girl with a fucking ponytail and her hair is just like whipping me across the face like at every single moment. Like, I'm so tempted just to like pull it and be like, put your hair in a bun, you stupid fucking bitch. Like, that's just like common etiquette. Okay, so the next thing is do not stalk band members. Do not be that girl. Band members are people too. Don't follow them. Don't really like be too distracting if it's really obvious that they're doing something and like you just happen to see them. Like, don't just like completely like bombard them if they're just trying to eat like their hamburger or whatever. You can like go up and say hi, but like just, I don't know, just don't be creepy. So the next thing is to set alarms like in your phone for the bands that you want to see, because once when you enter there, there'll be a huge inflatable telling you where every single band is playing and what time, and it's like out of your way to like go and look at it every single time that you don't remember what time the band is playing. So it's really helpful if you just like set an alarm in your phone so you have like enough time to get over to the stage and stuff. The next one is so crucial to every single person that basically goes to Warped Tour. Stay out of the pit if you don't want to get hit. I can't stand people who complain that like if they're a girl and they get hit in the pit. Like, stay out of the pit if you don't want to get hit. It's a really, really simple concept. Okay, so I don't know if it's still Vans Warped Tour. I think it's like Journey's Warped Tour now or something. I don't know, but they probably still have an app like they did back in the day. I would definitely download that app, and any band that you like usually has an app just for Warped Tour, so that you can get like special like free prizes or like special free goodies. And the Warped Tour app has, I think, like sets and like other important information that you could need, like where the water is located and all that fun stuff. So yeah, just make sure you download the app and check it every once in a while so you don't miss something cool. The water refill station. Go there as often as you can. If you have like a moment like between like your two sets, just swing by the water refill station. Stay hydrated, people. Stay hydrated. You don't want to miss your favorite bands because you have a heat stroke. Just continue drinking water even if you don't feel thirsty. The first sign of dehydration is irritation. So if someone says drink some water and you get like salty at them, you're dehydrated and you should probably drink that water. The next thing that you should do is find out what bands are doing signings and where and at what time. Most of the bands, you need to go by their table and pick up like a chip or something, and that's your key to get like a signing, and they usually do have posters and stuff available for you. My next one is really important. It's also about hydration. Don't drink any alcohol while you are at Warped Tour. It is so hot and alcohol dehydrates you even more than being outside. So just please don't drink any alcohol until like you are gone. After party it up, whatever, just don't drink any alcohol while you are out in the hot sun, like moshing around, walking around, jumping, singing. Like, you will like die. And then the last tip that I have for you guys today is to buy vinyls last. You don't want to have to carry around like a bunch of huge vinyls all day with you, and there is no re-entry, so you can't just go and put it in your car and come back. Vinyls, like, you don't want to break them and you don't want them to like overheat, so I definitely recommend buying it last. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is all the tips that I have for you guys today. I hope this video helped you guys out in any way, shape, or form to kind of like give you an expectation of what Warped Tour is really like for all those people that have never been before, and to kind of just like give some new ideas to people that have been there before. But yeah, tell me about your Warped Tour experiences in the comments below. I would love to hear it if you guys have been to Warped Tour already or are going in the upcoming weeks. Just like talk to me. I'm here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks everyone.